What's poppin', y'all? I'm gonna let y'all finish, but Kevin Gates is one of the most entertaining rappers of all time. Now, he washed LeBron James in this beef, and I had to talk about this because this all started with Kevin Gates making an appearance on DDG, who's also going through his own thing, which we're also going to be talking about as well, not in this video, in a separate one. So DDG makes an appearance Kevin Gates makes an appearance at DDG's Hit-a-thon, which was when he was doing a subathon. And I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
I get my security detail. Nah, I'm for security. What's up?
What up, man?
You what's up?
Shit, man.
Man, what's up, big brother? What you be doing a thing here?
There's camera everywhere.
All right, so what do I do? Do I wave? Do I smile? What's up, Chad?
Just be yourself, man.
Nah,
I give you a tour of the crib and shit, though.
Come on, I'm ready.
Let's go this way, man.
So if you see that woman walking behind him in a hijab, that is Brittany Renner. Yes, notorious industry Instagram girl and hooking up with a lot of industry people. And she silently walked behind him. She didn't greet anybody. She didn't shake anybody's hand. She didn't hug anybody. She didn't come in with the energy she usually does, just quietly. And people are like, yo, what the hell's going on here? Are these guys together now? And we come to find out that they are, but people didn't know if they're married or not or what's going on. Now, what set everything into motion with LeBron James is always a question from a fan. And they asked him if he would be willing to trade places with LeBron James. And this was Kevin Gates's long answer, but the short end of it is he said no, and it's because of his wife. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
This how the conversation came up. We were just looking at, like, couples and people in the league. And we was talking about how LeBron do the little handshake with Savannah.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I noticed shit that people don't notice. But I'm like, they was like talking about, what if you had LeBron money? I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh. They be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like,
Right.
I'm the greatest player in the world, one of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs, and you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you ain't, like, you not d***ed out like these white women just d***ed out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Because when I've been around that dude just, his spirit so loving and giving, like, it hurt me. It hurt me to see that. Like, you done eject away from my partner, man. Don't do that, man. You dive on the floor behind that nigga, man. Dive on the floor behind him. But, you know, like, I know a lot of people gonna hate what I just said, but I'm gonna be honest, like, if everybody like me, then I'm pussy, so we can do whatever you want to do about it. I'm gonna die about everything I say, so I love LeBron, and I hate that for him, bro. I hate that he gotta go through that. As a man, I hate that he gotta go through that, bro. In the playoffs. In the fucking playoffs. Your main player act like it just, you have a look on your face like, I could be doing more. Like, what more? Like, I loved you for you. Like, when I met you, you look like Lamar Odom. Like, babe, don't laugh at that. I'm not trying to be, babe. Ain't nobody gonna f with you about that, you heard me? You can laugh if you want to. You gotta walk out the room. You ain't interrupting my video. You already interrupted it.
I think this is such an important video that got so underanalyzed. People overanalyze a bunch of other things, but this deserved to be overanalyzed because you got Kevin Gates' full personality on display. Now, I've heard a couple of stories that people have had personal interactions with Kevin Gates, and he is no different. Like, the guy's, I don't want to use the word psycho because that has a bunch of different definitions, but Kevin Gates is, how do I put this lightly? You see him like he's radically authentic and abrasive at the same time. So you could see that he genuinely has love for LeBron James throughout it, where he's like, man, like I wouldn't want to be like that guy, but it's not out of hate. He's like, man, this is one of the greatest, and I've seen him before, and he's got this light in my eyes, and I just want better for him. And he's being dead serious when he's saying that. But then he says, oh, and I married you, you look like Lamar Odom, and he's like, if anybody has a problem about what I said, I'm ready to die about it. And he's not joking about that part either. So you're getting to see like these different sides of the guy's personality making jokes, and he's dead serious when he says that. Like some people, they're making content. They're saying like, oh yeah, I would never trade places with LeBron because of this, and they're not serious. Kevin Gates is dead serious with everything that he says, and it's just that his personality is so entertaining. I don't know if the word is charismatic, but he is a charismatic figure. But then in the background, you can hear Brittany Renner laughing and trying to leave the room, and he's like, yo, you better come back here. It's not like anything like abusive or anything like that. But this, you would think that this wouldn't really make the rounds, because if you guys recall, a couple of years prior to that, Kevin Gates was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. And he was talking about how either like he would like smash Beyonce, quite vulgar things. Kevin Gates is a rather vulgar character when it comes to adult topics, if you want to call it that, or adult playtime, whatever the word is. He gets quite vulgar. And what happened? Jay-Z didn't respond. Beyonce didn't respond. It just blew in the wind. However, when it came down to, and people were trying to warn him, they're like, yo, you got to be careful the way you talk about Beyonce. He's like, man, I'm going to talk about anybody how I want to talk about them, and I have respect for them, and I said what I said. And that moment passed. And you would think that, no way LeBron's going to address this, right? Now, he did say like his wife kind of like looked like Lamar Odom when he picked her up, but LeBron James surprisingly addressed this. And this was during the playoffs too, before he got knocked off. And he posts a photo with his wife saying, the kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants. Where to next, queen? Let's get it. And everybody was like, damn, Kevin Gates got your home jumping like that. Really? And Kevin Gates probably laughed at this because, well, he laughed at this publicly too, because he would go on IG again and post this video clip where he's laughing about the situation.
How y'all doing? You heard me? I'm on my way to have coffee. Coffee spelled backwards is E. And before we've had our coffee, we don't give E about anything. But I just want to say one thing. The truth hurts, but it heals. And Braun, I love you because you my nigga. And I already know she was just, you just gonna let him talk. Man, you had to, but behind closed doors, you, hey, good game. But anyway, look, long as you being celebrated, I don't care who don't like me. Long as you being celebrated, that's all I care about. Because you my nigga and I love you. So I don't care if I got to fall out with somebody I love to get the results. We're going to get the results. But if anybody need, I'm a life coach and a guru. Y'all, 24 hours. You smile. You smile at that black man. You smile at him. Hey, because you know one thing. Today is Easter. You know what come with Easter, huh? It got a lot of bunnies hopping around out here. They about to take a trip on their favorite rocket ship. So they got some bunnies on it. But nah, though, I love y'all. If y'all need, if anybody else need life coaching advice and things of that nature, y'all go to my, I got a text line at the top of my bio, you heard me? Sometimes the truth hurts, but it heals. I love you all. This is Kevin Gates, and me and Brittany will approve this message. I love this for me.
And this escalated even further. So he's just laughing about the situation. He clearly does not care. But what happens next is Kevin Gates shows up with all of his ice on, all of his chains on, courtside to watch LeBron James play in the NBA playoffs. And he's there with Brittany Renner. Now, people came at Brittany Renner and they're like, yo, Kevin Gates is with Brittany Renner. Like, he left his previous wife for her, whatever. Which, I don't know if it's true that he left his previous wife. We'll get into that topic in a little bit. But when it comes to admiration, Brittany Renner has only looked at Kevin Gates with adoration and just pure, like, she's just looking up at the guy like he's some deity since the moment she met him at that interview that she did at Rolling Loud, which we'll run that clip, really short clip.
Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Renner and I'm here with the one and only Kevin Gates. How you feeling?
Amazing.
Hey, thank you. Hey, this I don't care if you get this on camera. I just want to say thank you for being an amazing person, always living in your truth. You inspire others silently. They probably don't want to admit it, but you inspire me. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Let me tell you something. So my first Rolling Loud I did in 2019 is when I first saw you.
Yeah.
And you were actually, Will and I worked together, and you were the only person that I wanted to see the entire festival. And today in 2022, it still rings true. You were the only person I wanted to see.
Did you like what you saw?
I actually loved it. I actually love what I'm seeing now.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
So he's courtside, and this is also important context. This is after LeBron James went up to Stephen A. Smith and pressed him about talking about his son on live TV. And he was just talking about his son playing basketball and like maybe some like nepotism stuff, so very slightly. And that was it. And he pressed him about it. So Kevin Gates shows up with all of his ice on early to the game the entire time, and LeBron James says nothing, does nothing. And then when he says kings with the opinion of sheep, he's sitting there watching you play and perform for him. Now this is the funny thing. People are like, yo, he paid to watch LeBron, so like he really took it out. Let's be real here. You're talking about kings and peasants. That's what LeBron was talking about. When has the king in history ever been in the gladiator pit? When has the king ever in history been in the Olympic game? No, those are entertainment. Those are meant to entertain the king and his nobles. So, like, no, you're not the king on court. It's actually, in this scenario, he's watching you play. Put your body on the line, and I think it's quite poetic. And this is the thing, too, about Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates, think about Kevin Gates like Youngboy. So you know how like in your mind you're like, okay, Youngboy, Black Air Force energy, he's a crash out, he'll light it up. When he says he's going to die about it, he's dead serious. That's Kevin Gates. Identical. Except Kevin Gates is funnier. Like Kevin Gates knows how to perform in front of a regular audience, but it doesn't take away from his background. I mean, the guy kicked a chick in the chest. You guys remember the last time he went to prison was because he kicked a chick in the chest full force, sent her flying into the ground because he felt that she was disrespecting him. And some people say, well, no, like he kicked a woman. He would do a lot worse to a man, and he's done a lot worse to men. But this continues escalating. After this, LeBron doesn't do anything. But Kevin Gates, he goes on to recreate the Youngboy video, which I just told you guys about Brittany Renner and being his wife.
Your wife.
I'm having them. You talking about my wife? You talking about this girl right here? I always wanted to do that.
No, I'm about to cry again.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care about what nobody say about me or what they think about me. You talking about people who ain't never killed nothing and ain't gonna never let nothing die. Ain't nobody on this earth can stop breathing because of you. So your opinion don't even matter to me. I don't care how grandma say. I don't care what they say, baby. They motherfucking mouth ain't no prayer book.
Exactly.
I'm doing what a Muslim man supposed to do. Yeah. It take a village. I thought it was, yeah. Black people love to say, it take a village. But then once I become a village,
right.
Oh, it's a problem now.
Right.
We had a big old village, you heard?
Yeah, but you take care of the village. That's the difference.
I'm the chief of this bitch.
You take care of everybody.
Mufasa.
Facts.
You look so good.
I look good.
You look amazing.
That's what I'm talking about, babes. That's what I'm support me. Celebrate me. Be out about me. That's what I'm. You know she out her top still. You know she still toe up, you heard me? You know she out her mind still, you heard me? Hey, you know they try to give us a reality show. Damn, this still recording.
So in this video, it's a bit comedic, and the thing about Kevin Gates is not only does he not care about her past, he's also a freaked out dude. They work well together because Brittany Renner also gets somebody that's, he's willing to die about her too, about her respect or being disrespected. And while some people can say what they want to say about Kevin Gates, we do have to admit Drika, who I believe is still his wife, she never spoke ill about Kevin Gates. We've never seen her get into any altercation with Kevin Gates in public. She seems very calm, quiet, does her own thing, stays in her own lane. I think she converted with Kevin Gates. Now, Brittany Renner, she didn't convert for Kevin Gates. She converted on her own. Now, the reasons for that, we can speak on that in another day. on another day. But Drika was also Kevin Gates' manager for a very long time. She handled a lot of his business affairs while he was locked up as well. And during the time that he was free, while he was going on that crazy run in the mid 2010s. So Drika assisted him. She's not creating any drama. So Kevin Gates is really not somebody that you can say, with his interpersonal relationships at least, is somebody that's being embarrassed or being forced to do anything that he doesn't want to do or deem himself should be doing. And I think that allows Brittany Renner to feel safe about herself. But it just goes to show that there's levels to this. LeBron got punked, and this wouldn't be bad for LeBron if he hadn't pressed up to Stephen A. Smith. It's a pick and choose type of situation. So you pulled up on Stephen A. Smith, and Kevin Gates pulls up there with all of his ice on. I've never seen Kevin Gates wear that much ice in so long. Probably like the first time he got it, maybe for a music video. The guy doesn't really walk around with chains frequently. So for him to pull up to that game, it was to send a message. And the message was clearly received, because not only did LeBron not address him, I don't even know if he looked the guy's direction, but he also got knocked out of the playoffs. And that had nothing to do with Kevin Gates. But who knows if that tumultuous time during Kevin Gates and LeBron's wife saga caused him to be a little bit more stressed and, not perform as well as he usually does. Nah, that's complete cap. I'm just throwing that out there as bait, as rage bait. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.